This could be the electronic hearth of the 21st century. The family gathered around the home computer.
I see everybody having one of these mini computers in their houses before the century's over, for sure.
Kent Fredrickson is not alone in his prediction. The explosion in microcomputers has put parents back in the classroom trying to learn, along with their 6- and 7-year-olds, how to be computer literate. The Utah State Board of Education has made it clear that it wants school districts to be aggressive in trying to put computers in every school as quickly as possible. In addition, officials at the board believe that if a child does not have a home computer within 5 years, he or she will be among what they call the educationally disadvantaged.
Even homework will be sent home probably on information technology mediums, diskettes or cassettes or other kinds of things. You can see the kind of advantages that would be then to have a device in your own home and the disadvantage of not having one.
Isn't that lots funner than doing it on the board with chalk?
Yeah. Wayne Wright has a son in 2nd grade. He is so sold on the computer revolution that he's teaching a class how to draw graphs.
As we watched the kids this morning, see the kids who don't know the keyboard struggling to find out the characters. Now, as they work with them more, they become more familiar with where the keyboard, and this is an introduction into the typing skills.
Companies which manufacture and sell microcomputers are doing their part, too. More than 5 million home computers will be sold by Christmas, many as a result of large advertising campaigns aimed at the hearts of parents.
Now is when a Texas Instruments home computer can give him a real head start.
Don't be pushed into it by salesmen and the sales pitch that the children are computer illiterate.
Not all parents are convinced that early exposure to computers is the best education. Susan Bergstrom bought a home computer for her son in high school, but she worries about the lack of personal attention a computer brings to a 1st grader.
My basic reservation is they don't have their basic skills behind them. Their spelling, their math, and they're introduced to something that's totally new to them, and they're just experimenting, really.
The technology is too new for any conclusive studies on whether computers really improve education. But psychologists believe computers provide students with 2 basic tools: reinforcement and feedback.
I think probably novel learning is enhanced in solitude, that it is a personal thing. Now, some would argue the performance of that knowledge is perhaps enhanced in front of an audience or a peer group, and I would tend to agree with them.
Finally, there is the question of money. The price of a home computer unit has fallen dramatically. A few years ago, it was well up into the $1,000 range. Now, competition among companies is producing rock-bottom prices of $49 to $100. Here, education experts disagree on how far the gap may widen between poor and affluent students.
If you can afford a television set, and most families in this country have or can, then you can afford the technology.
What will probably happen is that the children from high-income families will have that advantage, and there will probably be even a wider gap between some of the kids.
Than there is now.
Than there is now.
In fact, the need for home computers may depend on how fast schools equip their classrooms. The Waterford School in Provo is one of the few in the country to provide a terminal to almost every student. In public schools, parents and PTA fundraisers have been the source for most computer funding. And even then, many Utah schools are lucky if they have a few terminals to go around. Educators agree computer literacy is a survival skill, one which will be a considerable investment. Deborah Linder, KUTV News.